For a lot of traders, Friday is their least favorite day of the week because there is no stock market tomorrow. But what I'll do is I will go back and look through the week, look at some stocks that you requested, and go over some analysis to figure out what the stocks have been doing and what they might do going forward, looking at candlestick sentiment. Let's dive in and check out this free real-life stock review presented by your humble host, Jeremy Alexander Newsome. Let's dive in. Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? It's your boy Jeremy Alexander Newsome with your Friday real life stock review. Trust you're doing simply splendid. We got ourselves the SPY on the boards, and today was a pretty interesting day. What's really cute about this move is you had a very pretty pennant pattern breakout. So this was a pennant pattern. This realistically is kind of the breakout. And here is the 15-minute chart on the SPY. And what happened is, we gapped up, trade down a few minutes, trade up, and just kind of chilled most of the day. So realistically, if you're looking at the hourly time frame, it looks kind of cute. Most likely might pull back just a little bit. I did get stopped out of some Q puts today from a weekly options newsletter. I had to play it. I mean, it was the perfect evening star reversal, and it's just one of those evening stars that did not work out, at least not yet. Now, even though the stock, if it was a stock stop, wouldn't have got stopped out yet. Evening star, I mean, just absolutely phenomenal, and it just barely triggered us in on Wednesday, only to bounce today and Thursday. So it got stopped out of the Qs today. What'll be ironic is if, on Monday or something, we do trade back down for the gap and then double top and break down. That would kind of stink. But you could always get back into trade if that does happen. The question is just simply, will it? And that is the part I don't know. I wish I did, but the weekly chart, I mean, we can see on the Qs, inside a week, it is still a white candle and we're battling all the moving averages. I could see a nice pop out of here. I mean, if we're going to continue this slow bull train that we've been on, I mean, I get it. I understand. This happens in these type of markets. I mean, very pretty. Look at the SPY. All week long, just a flat inside a week with lower volume. Pretty incredible stuff happening on the SPY. But we are up 0.85% today with decent volume. So based on this gap, I do kind of think we slowly keep creeping higher. There's a lot of good stuff starting to break out there. IQ is up 5% today. So keep your eyes peeled on this one. I've been watching IQ since January the 9th, and I just never got the signal that I liked, I guess. So this is the daily chart on IQ, and this is when we did set up an official trade on it on this day when it broke out, and this candle, didn't fill that retest, so I canceled it, and I'm glad I canceled it because this gap would have actually stopped us out. And that makes sense because this was apparently a trapping gap where everyone stopped out and then it just runs higher. So nice little move on IQ. Again, the challenge is going bullish on some things right now will be a little weird, fickle, and you probably want to get in and get out pretty fast because the SPY can realistically only go up straight up bullish for so long. And it's been happening almost nonstop since December 26th. So anyway, on the IQ, we're actually trading into a resistance of $20 pretty much right now. And looking back at the weekly chart, it is bouncing. So feel free to keep your eyes on it. Some volume is coming in. And remember, all those people who won IQ at 40 back in July, it's down at 20 and giving you an opportunity to possibly get in. Alibaba, BABA, was up 2% today as well. Here's the daily chart on BABA. My buddy Falco has a 140 put sale. Earnings right around the corner on BABA. And again, I'm kind of thinking this is a little bit too large of a gap. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know. But this is a pretty big gap out of nowhere on BABA. So I do expect a little bit of a pullback on Monday, Tuesday. And then again, we'll just have to see what happens on earnings. I really don't know the answer to that. Unfortunately, I wish I did. But here's your weekly long-term moving averages, and the weekly long terms, we're just kind of stuck right in the middle. So a gap up on earnings, you could probably get a fade. A gap down probably would be buyable. But right now we're just kind of chopping and trading relatively sideways. Hopping in here to the hourly chart, and we can see on the hourly chart, we're having some good bounces off the moving averages. It's just a slow and steady move. Today was really a good day for anyone who had some bullish positions out there. And we do, as far as swing trades are concerned. Here's Blue Apron, APRN, up a decent amount today, very small percentage, but it did have a little bit of a pop with good volume. So certainly keep your eyes on Blue Apron. Also, QTT is breaking out of that pennant pattern. I love this pattern. It looks very nice. I like the moving averages. Definitely one that you want to at least keep on your radar and watch relatively closely. A new put sale that some traders did today was on Etsy, ticker symbol ETSY, and this is really, really far away. 37 March put sale at 65-cent limit. That is pretty far away. $37, almost 20 points away on Etsy. Granted, it is over earnings, but that would be not a terribly horrendous spot to buy low, sell high. Here's Square, ticker symbol SQ, and obviously it had a gargantuan move today. Square, such a great stock. Again, one of my favorite stocks. I got asked this one. I had a presentation at Fort Gordon in Augusta yesterday for our servicemen and women down there. The presentation was called The Basics of the Stock Market. It was such a great presentation. I absolutely loved it. We went over shorting stocks, we went over buying stocks, dividends, stock splits, being an owner rather than just a consumer. Truly a remarkable crowd of gentlemen and gentleladies. But the question I got asked was one stock, if I had 10 grand that I would buy, and the answer was Square. And yeah, I love it. I mean, it was a great gap today. Very pretty move. I mean, this 5-minute chart was about as good as it gets as far as a retest gap. A little bit of a high wave, bearish candle, broke above, just slowly grinded off of that 10 and rocketed up all day. So Square up nicely. A lot of people making some good gainages on that one. Apple today also had a really cute gap. So on the daily chart, you had your bearish candles, right? Last 2 days. In fact, you'll notice that this says bearish stop limit and stop loss. I was looking at this as an evening star reversal, very similar to the Qs. And obviously I didn't take both, but I did know that I was thinking to myself, if this did trigger bearish off that evening star, which, I mean, it did, then people would be trapped today, right? Because yesterday you had an inside candle, Wednesday you had a bearish candle, and today we were gapping above both of those. I hope my girl Arabia Johnson just absolutely dominated Apple. She's one of my most exceptional coaching students who's trading options. And look at this 5-minute candle on Apple. Then you got an inside bullish candle, beautiful high wave candle, entry there, stop down there, home run if you're trading calls on Apple, especially weekly calls today. Really beautiful gap on AAPL. Certainly some people trapped. And yeah, let's see what happens on earnings. I mean, it's right around the corner. My thought on Apple, obviously, most likely is that we're stuck in between the long-term moving averages for a bit, and possibly we trade all the way back up to that 100 simple, which is around 172.32, which is, again, a pretty long way to go from here. And if we do get back up to there, I mean, there's a lot of ways you can take advantage of that. Here is ticker symbol HUYA, HUYA, up 11%. On the daily chart, good looking move, gorgeous gap, very nice volume, breakout of a pennant above a 100 simple moving average. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes on that one. That's going to be a good opportunity to make some money. And Micron Technology, ticker symbol MU, people all around the world excited about this one because there's numerous real life traders in Micron with all kinds of different positions. And this is the newest one for me as of today. This 46 April covered call for $1.35, and then an April 33 protective put selling the February 15th 33 put for 26 cents to offset some of those costs. And if Micron does trade up to 46 between now and April, which is an eternity away, I agree. If that does happen, anyone who did get put shares at 46 or under would actually make a small gain on the trade, and that is a wonderful thing. I like the volume, I like the move, well done, beautiful stuff. Folks from around the world those are the stocks that I got some requests on. I'll be back Monday. Monday is a very important day, exciting day, and wonderful day because the free room starts on Monday. Join, sign up if you haven't. In order to get access to the free room, you have to click this link and sign up. Be there or be a triangle because I'm gonna be there Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, ready to kick it off, look at some gaps. It's gonna be an absolute blast. Really pumped. If you need anything, have any questions, let me know. And until then, love life, live life, and trade it. You rock. Bye.